but they had it. And I think I paid like $70 for it.
Wow, that's a lot.
I mean, it's a lot, but it's a book.
Not much as 100.
Well, no, but it's a book I really enjoy, and I read it, and I mean, I really love a yellow cover. That's why, if you take away the difference in values,
What?
well, let me finish. I would take a Superman #1 over an Action Comics #1, if I couldn't sell them, because I love yellow covers. I just think they're really cool, and they point out every single flaw. Okay. So we can see here there's some smudging along the boot. There's some wear at the staple.
Wait,
there's a little crease.
Who's that?
I'm not sure.
And I think he's the one that works for him. Then that's Green Goblin.
Well, we know what we're gonna have to do, bud. We're gonna have to get a reader copy that you can have of this, like a really beat up copy that you can just read it. That way you understand who everybody is. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially this person.
Yeah.
The bottom corner.
And
that must be Flash, right there. The one with the yellow hair.
Maybe.
Yeah, he probably is going to be Flash.
Is Flash Marvel?
Yeah, Flash. Yeah, Flash is... No, it's a person named Flash.
Oh, okay. You don't actually mean Flash, the superhero.
Just
Okay.
A man.
I got you.
And it's Aunt May.
Yep.
Gwen Stacy.
I think Gwen was pretty neat. Except for, it makes her look like she either has scratches or whiskers on her face. You know, age marks, I think is what they're trying to show. But anyway, yeah, it's a classic book. It's Agatha Den Stacy. And of course, there's a Green Goblin appearance, because that's who, the spoiler alert, that's who kills Gwen Stacy. So, you know, point out some flaws. Again, there's some creasing here that breaks color, wear at the staple, a smudge mark on the boot, a little scuff in the bottom corner there. The wrap is actually not too bad. And I mentioned the color breaking crease there. Overall, it's, you know, it's a good copy to have on display. What do you guys think this would grade? Let me try and do...
I think this is a pretty, maybe like in the middle, so maybe like a 5, maybe, something like that.
A 5, huh?
I don't even know what it is. Maybe a 5.
Yeah, it came out as...
I was close.
You were close, buddy.
It was a 6.
A 6.5 with white pages, which to me is really important. I mean, sure, you'd love to have a 9.8, right? But I mean, I don't really care that much unless I'm going to sell it. If I had a 9.8...
This one is a better copy.
Well, as far as the grade goes. But if I had a 9.8 in this book, I would sell it and, you know, get another copy that's lower grade just to enjoy it and appreciate it. Very few books do I care if they're super high grade.
This is a better grade than the other one. The other one I think was a 4 maybe.
Now this one I think you're going to like.
Can I see? I really can't wait for it. Do you have any tape? Make sure you... Oh, it's a good thing we don't have... Okay, now that is really, really awesome.
Why do you like it? Now don't touch it because we don't want the stand to fall down, but point. Well, you touched it, but okay.
And wait, who's...
That's Ultron.
Oh, and what does that say? Die, Avengers die?
That's right, buddy. Not bad for a 6-year-old, huh?
Yeah.
So who do we have here? Who's that?
Iron Man? I don't know.
I think that's Goliath. I think it's Hawkman as Goliath, or Hawkeye as Goliath.
There's Vision, Thor. I don't really know who that guy is. Oh, I didn't even see her Wasp.
Yep.
I didn't even see her.
Yep. This is, again, one of the books that I purchased.
Wait, well, Black Panther's probably going to be in it because there.
Okay. Just please don't touch it, though, buddy. Because not that I'm worried about the case. I just don't want... The holder is not the most secure. I don't want it to fall down, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks. So, again, this is one of those books I mentioned... Wait, let me...
Secure it.
Okay. This is one of those books I purchased along with the Brave and the Bold I talked about from a non-comic book shop. It was just a place that sells odds and ends. So I was really happy to get it. Now, let's talk about some of the flaws with the book. Lower right-hand corner, there's a little bit of a crease. Breaks color a few times. Bottom right corner, color break. Tick marks on the spine. I can't tell if that's a smudge mark there or not. And well, you can't see. Let me see. A smudge mark up there.
besides all of that.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, it presents well. It presents really nicely.
And it looks really awesome.
The colors, I mean, the colors really pop, don't they?
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty cool looking book.
Yeah, because the colors are amazing. I still like how they made Ultron, because Ultron is never yellow. See that yellow right there?
Oh, yeah, it could be a reflection. Who knows? But let me ask you this. What do you think the grade on this will be?
Maybe like, I don't know if that's like from the page or just color.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Maybe the sun.
Yeah. No, it's on the page. What do you think this would grade?
Maybe a 6 or 5 or maybe even a 7.
7!
Boom!
With white pages. I just think it's a cool book. And of course, you know, the advertisement in the back.
On the back.
It's pretty cool.
They always usually do that advertisement. I even have a comic book that has that.
Yeah, you do.
I'm going to go look closer on this comic.
Yeah, you go look at that comic, kid.
I'm going to look close. Yeah, this is a really cool comic.
Now, this one I was not happy with because it came back a purple label. Said that it was restored. But we'll get to that. I think it's a really cool cover.
Oh, it looks like that Vision maybe died.
They say only the Vision could tell us how to save the Earth, and he may never speak again. Uh-oh. This is Ultron. This is Avengers 68. You know, and I haven't been saying the numbers on the other books. The previous book was Avengers 67. This is Avengers 68.
I'm not happy that they put purple.
I know, a restored grade. I wonder what it is.
But I really like the cover. That's something I really, really like.
Yeah, me too, bud.
I really, really like the cover.
It's pretty cool, and this is one of those ones I bought at the odds and end shop. You know, it's not in the best condition. Let's see, down in the bottom, there's creases, there's color break. Looks like there's staining. If this were a higher end book, I certainly would have had it cleaned. There's water stains across the top, which you guys probably can't see.
Can I see?
I don't know if you can see here.
Oh, yeah, I can kind of see.
And then up here in the...
Yeah, I can see it now.
So, and then let's look at the back. Same advertisement.
Yep, they always show an advertisement.
So what grade would you say this gets, bud?
Probably like a 4 or 5 or 6.
Well, pick one.
5.
You think a 5? 4.5. And it's an apparent, which I guess means restored. I don't think I've seen the word apparent before on a book, but...
and I've never seen a purple.
Well...
I never ever seen
I think one of my Ms. Marvels came back restored, or was it... No, that one wasn't restored. It was qualified because the staple was detached. That's what it was. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see any color touch, so we'll have to see what the notes say. I think there's only one book left. Yes, this is a book I've been waiting to get back for a while.
Is it from the wild or not? Did you get
No, this is, remember I told you I bought a bunch of books like 8 or 10 years ago? This is one of those books.
Is that Submariner?
Yes. Oh. Submariner and Dr. Doom teaming up. So this is Fantastic Four number 6 from September of '62.
No, I want one of those.
Yeah, I bet you do.
But,
wait, let me tell everybody what it is real quick. Let me just read this real quick.
And then I'm going to point out.
First Marvel team up, first Marvel villain team up, second appearance of Dr. Doom and the Silver Age Submariner. What do you want to point out?
Look at this. There's like dust on there.
Well,
That's
I think
what I don't really like. There's like
dust. I mean it's some fading to the
look
page.
Right there. There's like a rip.
Yeah, I mean there's a rip. Sure,
it looks like a rip kind of.
It's certainly a lower grade copy.
Yeah, it's certainly, definitely.
But guess what?
You don't really care.
I don't care because we own it.
Yeah.
And I bought it years ago, and
there looks like a little thing right there. I don't know what it is, but
that's like a wing on his foot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those look like wings.
Yeah. So you can see there's
some
missing page.
Can be a bad guy and a good guy. Mm-hmm. So like Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually a really good analogy, buddy, or parallel. So let's just talk about some of the flaws with this book, right? You can see, hopefully you guys can see,
There's
there's some Marvel chipping across the right-hand side of the cover. Pretty significant. There's I don't know what it's technically considered, but fading all in this area.
A rip right there, like that.
Yeah, a rip here. It's probably about an inch rip.
There's like stuff on that corner right there.
Yeah.
Like that thing.
Yeah, there's creasing all along the bottom, or not all along, but some creasing that breaks color. There's some fading. So yeah, this is a well-loved book, and I read it after I bought it, and I don't think I did any damage to it. I think all this was already there. And I think at the time I probably paid like $100 for it. This is
what, $100?
Yeah, this is an expensive book, bud. I saw what the grade was because obviously I put the piece of paper on it.
Then why does it say 12
Careful.
cents?
Okay, so that's the price it was back in 1962. That's if you bought it right off the newsstand at a comic shop back right when it came out. You paid 12 cents. But as things go up in value, as there's demand for them, the supply of the law of supply and demand. If there's not as much of something and people want it, it'll go up in value. Like Action Comics #1 or Batman #1 or all those old comic books.
Or the first appearance of Robin.
Yeah, I think that's Detective 38, maybe. All those books, buddy, there's not a lot of them, and everybody wants one, so they're super expensive. Now, there's more of this book for sure, but it's really early Fantastic Four. It's a key book, in my opinion, and it's expensive. Even in a low grade, it's several $100s. So what do you think this is going to grade at? And we're happy that it's a blue label, not restored. It's a universal grade.
I think maybe like a 4, maybe.
You think a 4?
4, and then that like dot right there, and then maybe like a 4, and then like maybe like a 6.
Well, it would either
Probably
once you hit a 2.0, it only goes up in half grades till you hit a 9. So it goes like 4, 4, 5, 4.5, 5, 5.5, etc. So are you saying you think it'll be a 4.5?
Yeah, 4.5.
Okay. It's actually a 3.0 with off-white to white pages. I honestly thought this was going to be like a 2.0, maybe a 1.8. So I'm really happy with the grade. I'll probably keep this, but this along with the well, let me just finish real quick, bud. Along with, I think it was Fantastic Four 52, first appearance of Black Panther. I have that in a 5.5 universal grade. I'd consider trading a few of these books for some other things I want. Like I want a giant size X-Men #1 graded, Fantastic Hulk 180, 181. Yeah, you sure can, bud.
Can we take like one of these out of the?
Oh, swap cases?
Yeah.
No, #1. That's.
I'm saying, can you get out of the case and look at it first?
Oh, if you wanted to?
Yeah.
You could, but then you've wasted the money of having it graded. Like, which one did you want to look at?
Maybe.
Careful.
These two.
So I would rather buy copies that are not graded yet. I mean, maybe he was asking about Avengers 68 and 67. Maybe we would do that with Avengers 68 because it's such a low grade and it's restored.
Let's do it with that one.
But I'd have to, watch a video how to open these. I'm sure it's not that hard, but because the idea is, like, let's pretend this was a 9.6, and not restored. There's a certain value associated with the grade, and you spend money to have it graded and put in this plastic.
I wanted to do that one.
We might do that for your birthday.
No, I wanted to.
Nope, not today. Okay, so guys, that's a recap. Just, wanted to share some of the books. I'm really happy with the grade on this Fantastic Four Fantastic Four #6. Again, this along with the Fantastic Four 52. Actually, it's a 5.5. I said 5.0. Blue label, first appearance of Black Panther. I'd consider trading this book and that book and maybe a few others. I mean, hold on.
I need to point something out on this comic book.
You keep interrupting me.
See right here?
That's where you would open it.
So.
I definitely want giant size X-Men #1 like everybody else. And I think I'd I mean, I definitely want Hulk 180. 180 want to be cool, but it's just so